happy Saturday. Welcome to my kitchen. So I just so happened to be taking a break from the stress of scheduling hockey. Like, I decided that I would help be the hockey manager and I have no idea what I'm doing. And so that's been consuming my life for 2 days. And props to all of the coaches or dance moms or whoever has been handling this business, because it's no joke. But I wanted to show you what I'm doing with meal prep, or not meal prep, but meal planning. I usually come on here and I show people meal prep, you know, different recipe ideas or whatever, and that's great. But I got to thinking about it because this is my month of like food and like rejuvenating my body, not really exercising at all, which kind of sucks now. I'm missing it. But I'm doing the 21-day ultimate reset, which is a specific program that is nutrition only. So my real life is focused on nutrition, and I thought, what a better way than to share it with you guys to make it so approachable, because I think so many people don't want to start a healthy routine, or they're intimidated because they don't even know where to start. And it's really not that hard. It's just sitting down and doing it every week. So I popped into my boot camp and I said, is everybody doing their meal planning this weekend? Because you have to do it. Like, that's part of it, but so simple. So first thing you're gonna need is like something to write your meal plan on. Usually I use like a piece of paper, but I did get this, and I used this during the school year, and it sits on my counter. I got this at Home Goods, and this is something you can get whatever, right? Whatever works for you, but it's like a little, you get like a little chalk marker. They have them at Hobby Lobby also, but I'm sure you could order them on Amazon. But it's something simple, and you see to the left where it says H next to the days. Those are the days that I know I have hockey. Now, I really only like plan my dinners because lunches are usually like some type of leftover or quick salad, something that I can whip up. The kids are pretty, I don't know about you, but my kids eat the same foods like every day. Like, they don't want to stray from the plan, so their lunchbox, we're in lunchbox mode now. And Mark does his own meal prep usually on Sundays for lunches, because we don't really like to buy dinner out or lunch out like more than once a week. So he handles all of that, and I handle all of the dinners. Breakfast is simple. It's usually our Shakeology, and the kids eat some type of, well, sometimes they'll have that, or sometimes they'll have like a protein-filled pancake. I'll throw eggs in there. Or we have Kodiak pancakes, but they don't like them for some reason. Well, I bought the chocolate kind. You would think they would like them, but they've been sitting in my cupboard forever. And so we're, you know, just eggs, whatever. They have a breakfast, they have lunch, but this is like dinner. Okay. This is where I think everybody gets into like the shit show, because you come home, you're hangry, you don't have a plan, you grab whatever's convenient, you shove it all in your mouth, and then you're like full of regret, right? Am I right? Throw me a heart. I know I'm right. So this is to help you stop the full of regret. So you get one of these. Now, I use a variety of different websites to fill this out. First and foremost, if I'm doing a program, which this is the first program that I have done since December, people. So I have been like program free, just eating according to the 2B mindset since January. So this is kind of like a refresher course for me too. Do you hear my fish tank? I feel like it's gonna break. It's very loud. So I had to first look and see, like, me first. Always put my oxygen mask on first. Me first. What's mama gonna eat? Always. If I'm eating something different. Now, a lot of the things that I am eating, my kids and my husband will eat as sides. But I'm gonna pretend that they're not, because this way I have leftovers. All right. So what I did was I filled in what mama's eating according to her meal plan on the right-hand side of my menu. I'm gonna use my tongue. I'm not even kidding. Right there. Got it? Okay, and I had like these empty blank spaces. So what am I gonna eat? So on Sunday, I just pick. Like, you just have to decide. You can't like hem and haw, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna eat. Like, we all have to figure our shit out. So stop whining. Like meatloaf, so easy, right? So you can go on, like, if you have your Beachbody on demand, we have a great fixate recipe for meatloaf. I just make my own. I've been making it for 10 years. It's healthy. It's turkey meatloaf. It's so basic. My kids love mashed potatoes, so that's what we're going to have for Sunday. Monday, I looked up the recipe for the Panera broccoli cheddar soup. My kids love it. I'm going to try and make like the hack recipe, but the thing is, I'm not going to make it on Monday. I'm going to make it on Sunday for meal prep day, and then it'll just be ready. Because if you look at my week ahead, this is where planning comes in. I have an H on Monday. So I have hockey, so I'm gonna be really tight on time in the afternoon and evening, so I need to do some type of meal prep in advance. This is why I say, plan your week every week and you'll find success with nutrition. So Tuesday, we're doing breakfast for dinner. How freaking simple is that? And the reason I'm doing that is it's another hockey day, but my kids are obsessed with it. I could do it 3 times a week and they would be fine with it. And quite honestly, I would too, because I love breakfast for dinner. Wednesday is chicken patties. Let me show you this new chicken patty. So I'm not a huge fan of like the processed, and I used to like really stress, like try to make my own, and I just got sick of it. So I'm just gonna flip you around. Hang on, I'll show you my freezer. So this Yummy brand at Wegmans, they have chicken patties. They also have chicken tenders. And they're clean ingredients, and my kids really, really like them. So are they gonna get them every single day? No, but like you gotta like have something to help a mother out. So they're gonna have chicken patties. I'm gonna have my quinoa lentil pilaf, which is amazing. And I'll make extra of that and they can have that on the side. Like everybody likes that one. That's from the Ultimate Reset. Thursday, then I was like, Thursday, what do I do Thursday? Thursday's that day where you're like, I don't want to cook. Like I just don't want to. So you could make that a leftover day if you want. But I decided I was going to make old school beef stroganoff. So I went on, there's a couple sites that I like on Facebook. I go on like Tasty, there's Skinny Taste. There's a ton of different recipe sites. Again, I feel like it's not lack of recipes. It's just lack of sitting down and putting the recipe on the board. Oh, here's a tip about writing your meal plan, like physically writing your meal plan. This was taught to me by somebody in Montana was calling me. I've been getting a ton of sales calls lately. Squirrel, but seriously. So this was taught to me by like a behavioral therapist when we were trying to work with Eli like years ago, like when he couldn't take verbal commands, okay? She said, once you put the pen to paper, kids won't argue with paper, or they will a lot less. Like if it's written down and you guys agreed with it, they just go to their list and they do it. And I'm like, that's bullshit. That's never gonna work. It worked for 2 years for our morning routine. You know what else it works for? Meal planning. So like, I come home and I don't feel like cooking, but I see this sitting on my counter and I'm like, oh, that's what the meal plan says, so I'm gonna do it. Like, you just gotta have that like cue insight. So that's why I really, really like these meal planning boards. So, what do we have? We're having beef stroganoff, and I like the egg noodle. Just get like a clean cream of mushroom soup, some type of like gravy, or you could do like a broth, like a beef broth. Add it in there. Throw in your steak, your mushrooms on the side because Eli won't touch mushrooms. Pair it with like steamed green beans that you can get from the freezer section. Like it's not really that complicated. So that's Thursday. Friday is leftover day. Friday's leftover day next week. I always have a leftover day. A, it saves me so I only cook 6 dinners a week. B, it saves on my budget because inevitably we always have leftovers, and if I didn't plan for a leftover night, we would keep accumulating leftovers and then we would throw all our food out, and then it would say, oh, it's too expensive to eat healthy. And no, it's not. You just have to plan and prioritize and decide that like you'd rather feel amazing than feel like a POS when you eat like crap. So then we're not done. My arm hurts. I'm not even working out. Why does my arm hurt? Okay, so then we go to our grocery list. Like you can't have a plan and then be like, poof. Well, I mean, I guess if you Instacart, you could like expect the fairies to drop it off. I don't Instacart. I won't pay for that unless it's absolutely necessary. But I do use the free drive-up service at Wegmans, even when I don't need it. So I have my grocery list, and then what I do is I literally section my grocery list off just on a scrap piece of paper, nothing fancy. But I literally in my brain put it in quarters, I section it, and I have a produce section, and then down here is gonna be meats, and then over there is gonna be dairy, and then over there is gonna be dried goods or whatever. So when I go to the grocery store, I can quick go through all those I know it's super type A, but I can quickly go through those grocery sections and just be done with it. And my budget stays in check. I'm always consistent unless I'm choosing to be making shitty choices. But by doing this once a week and by doing it this way, this is what works for me. I'm sure there's a million different ways that you can meal plan. They've charts and Pinterest, Googling things. No, like pen and paper, man. That's all you need to be successful. Pen, paper, and commitment to being consistent with your planning. So I'm super excited to share that with you guys. I have not popped on and done a meal planning video in forever. So things that are coming up that I'm super excited about. First of all, well, this is kind of at the tail end, but for all of my lifters, have you done the Lift 4? Like, everybody graduated this weekend. Results are still coming in. Like, my boot camps are full of freaking before and afters. And A, I'm so jealous that I did not do that program yet. But B, I'm so proud of all the people that committed for 8 weeks and kicked ass, like, and actually took control of their fitness, and they did it even though it was hard, and sometimes we have slips and falls and whatever. But so if you did Lift, fist bump, because seriously, I'm so Mark did it. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. But so now I don't know what I was talking about. Lift 4. Oh, things I have coming up. So I decided that I was gonna open a fresh start Finish Strong group for people that have never done a boot camp, that are looking at this video and they're like, God, like that, I need to do something like that. So I'm hosting a group right on Facebook. It's free, and it's for people that have never done this with me before. You're going to get a full meal plan. So like, you don't even have to go Google your recipes. They're going to be provided. And that kicks off on September 17th. You can choose to do some workouts for free if you want. But for me, like right now, as I stated, I'm currently focusing just on food. And I think that's a lot of what people might not understand is you don't have to bite off the whole, like you don't have to eat the whole sandwich all at once. You can just bite off like one little part at a time and build your routine. But I feel like September's that month where we decide to either say, F it, I'll start in January, or really recommit and refocus. So I challenge everybody that's catching this video to treat September like January. Like, just make this your new year so that, and here's why I'm going to do this, because my cousin gave me like her candid feedback of Lift 4, and she told me what her New Year's resolutions were going to look like for this January, and they're going to be different than any other year because that program helped her be super consistent over summer, which she's never been able to do before. She said, instead of my January resolutions looking like I'm going to start to eat healthy, I'm going to start exercising, it's going to be more like I'm going to travel more. I'm going to spend more time with my friends. I'm going to do whatever because my health is already in check. Like, how awesome and mind-blowing is that concept? Those are the people that I want to work with. Those are the people that I love connecting with because that's the lifestyle I want to live. I don't want to keep starting over, but sometimes you do need that fresh start. You need that reboot opportunity. So I'm inviting you to join me. If you are already one of my challengers or coaches or clients and you have kind of fallen off track, we have a reboot boot camp for you happening on the 24th. So there's tons of ways to get support. There's tons of ways to find plans. It's just about figuring out what works for you. So I hope you guys have an awesome Saturday, and I will see you soon. Bye.